Hello and welcome, my friends. Inhale deeply. Do you smell that? Do you smell it? That is the smell of anticipation and excitement of a new Pro Tour season. It is the smell of Barnsley Metrodome. It is the smell of veteran darts player Ronnie Hybrex. All of these a heady mix for you that will be delivered today and indeed for 29 more Players' Championship events this year on PDC TV. It is Players' Championship 1. We have 128 players in this cathedral of sport that is Barnsley Metrodome, all fighting it out for the £12,000 top prize in the first Pro Tour ranking event of the year. In fact, the first ranking event since Michael Smith became world champion just a few weeks ago. My name's Nan Dawson. We've got Mark Webster over on the second streaming board. And alongside me for this opening game between the two-time world champion Peter Wright and the legendary bronze Adonis Steve Beaton, it is Mark Wilson. Welcome along, Wills.
Yeah, good afternoon, mate. Good afternoon. I'm surprised you can contain your excitement with your hero on the board first up. But Steve Beaton, as we know, we were looking earlier on, he's got a good record against Peter Wright, hasn't he? A surprisingly good record, I think.
Yeah, he does. He's beaten him a dozen times. Admittedly, Peter Wright has won 16, but it's less lopsided than you might have thought, considering their respective records.
98.
The Adonis not down to a finish. Peter Wright will fancy getting to a decent one from here.
Yeah, needs a treble up and doesn't get one. So Beaton, who had the throw here, should be first to a finish, and he's right in the red bit. So all about what he leaves now.
100.
A ton leaves him on 76, so a good chance to hold throw in this opening leg.
May as well get out of the way. Peter Wright using a set of darts that we have seen before. Can't find the 25 with that third one, but there's pressure applied. Beaton may only get one. No, he's going to get two. Double 8 the targets. Double 4. 18 darts starts for the bronze Adonis.
Yeah, we'll be pretty pleased with that. Comfortably enough in the end. And Wright, he's falling below the treble. Come down for cover, and a little bit erratic start from Snakebite.
Well, having seen him, he's played quite a bit of darts already. A disappointing World Championship, but was involved in the 2 World Series events. We saw him at the Masters. Obviously, the Premier League is now up and running. Peter Wright is coming into this opening ranking event of the year, if you like, if you discount the World Championship. He's actually played quite a bit of darts. And that might be a telling factor for a few of the guys like Wright, Clayton, Van Gerwen.
Well, it might be, but he's under the pump here. Beaton started brilliantly. He's second the darts off Wright, so Snakebite with work to do. That's a much better first start for him, isn't it? And they'll be disappointed he couldn't find a bedfellow. 140. But 140 gets him back in the leg, but you have to say Beaton got a good chance here, and again he's in the 60. Can't quite find the cover, but he's down to 124, and he will get a look at that.
Peter is going to leave a better finish.
100.
It's not as good as he would have liked, but it's a 1 treble combo. It's a 1 treble combo for Beaton, but it would end on the bullseye. Does it end on the bullseye?
99.
Well, he hit it pre-match, but couldn't follow it up there. Just the green bit. So right here needs this, doesn't he? 117. There's the treble. Just adjust his equipment. Just hit the single number, which he does. Tops for a holder throw then.
7
and over the top. So Beaton then for an early chance to break.
Double 8. Double 4 again. Did this last leg. Does it this leg. And it is 2-0 to the bronze Adonis. And the 2-time world champion Peter Wright is feeling the heat in the early exchanges.
Yeah, Beaton starting well. And he's finding the cover. 2 treble 19, so a really solid start. I mean, just broken. I know the old adage, it's only a break once you hold after it, and he's made a good start. But here's Wright looking for the first maximum.
140.
140's decent enough to start the third leg.
Beaton did beat Wright last time out. They played last summer in one of these Players' Championship events, and it was a bit of a hiding. It was a 6-1 win for the bronze Adonis. So at the minute, Steve Beaton has actually won 8 of the last 9 legs he's played against Peter Wright.
He's owning him at the moment. And he's looking here for a maximum. That's the first of the afternoon, and Beaton is down to 47 after 9 darts. What a start to the third leg this has been.
18 darter to start, followed by a 15 darter, and this for a potential 11. Steve Beaton is getting better and better and better. Double 16 is there for an 11 darter. 3-0 Beaton.
That is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Great start. 3 legs reeled off. And Wright realising he needs to up his scoring. And a first maximum for Snakebite in response. And he needs a response as well.
Certainly does. Winner of this one faces either Ronnie Hybrex, back on the PDC circuit after a number of years away, or Ted Everts, former World Youth Champion. But hang about. Peter Wright, that's 5 perfect darts.
140.
So close, so close. What a way to start the afternoon that would have been. And Beaton for the first time really in this game. He's under a little bit of pressure. He's on the right throw, but he's not a million miles away. But right, I want to take care of this and hit that first double. And he, 2 here. Look at this. Beyond potential.
105.
11 darter of his own here.
Beaton's still in there, isn't he? 5 perfect darts on throw to start the leg for Peter Wright. It is a potential 11 darter, but Beaton is on that 1-2-4 that he missed the ball for earlier on. And that's a problem. He's got to find a treble. Can't find it. Steve Beaton might go 4-0 with 2 breaks to throw here.
26.
Well, this would be phenomenal from Beaton. And it's on. It is on now. Single 14 will leave the bullseye for a 1-2-4. Sensational from Steve Beaton, who leads Peter Wright by 4 legs to 0. Wright, who threw 5 perfect darts in that leg, and he doesn't even win it.
Absolutely brutal from Beaton. He's not stopping. Look at this from the bronzed Adonis. The man is on fire. Genuinely, there were points last year where it looked like Steve Beaton might be in danger of losing his spot on the PDC circuit as Wright hits back with a 180 of his own. But all of a sudden, the last sort of 6 months, things picked up. 55. He started picking up wins. He's in the running for the match play. And in the very first game of 2023, Steve Beaton, the veteran, is on fire.
140.
He is, and Wright, to be fair, has upped his scoring, but he still can't get a leg on the board. And another great cover shot from Beaton. He's left himself 1-2-9, and he will get a look at it. There will be pressure, you would imagine, if Wright can make a dent in 181.
Well, the last couple of legs, he's taken out an 11 and 12
65.
darts. He could do this in 12. Well, he's not going to now. But Peter Wright may need to go out in 12 to stop Steve Beaton from taking a 5-0 lead. The whitewash is still very much on here.
It is. He missed a dart at tops earlier on with a similar shot. He's gone the 19s route here. Treble would leave him another go, but he's even further away. And, well, Peter Wright may well grimace because he is right up against it here. And Steve 56. Beaton comes back knowing 50 points between him and a 5-0 lead. Double 16 it is. Inside. Oh, now then, a chance for Wright. A rare Beaton miss.
Yeah, the only time we've seen him miss and allow his opponent back to the board was a bullseye for the 1-2-4 in leg 2, and he still won it. Peter Wright. To avoid being bageled, it is a breaker throw as well. Peter Wright dodges a bullet there, 2 of them, for a 5-0 deficit.
He'll be disappointed, Beaton, won't he, that he couldn't take care of business there. 2 darts for a 5-0 lead.
83.
But can he hit straight back here? If Wright can hold here, then he's only 1 break behind. But Beaton
83
follows Wright's 83 with 83 of his own. And look at that, Beaton averaging over 104 early on here.
$100.
Well, in Steve Beaton's long and illustrious career, if he stays at this sort of average, around 105 mark,
43.
That'll put it in his top 10 career averages. Admittedly, that is based on tournaments where the averages have been recorded, and Steve, who's been playing way back into the early 90s,
100.
There'll be various other matches, I'm sure, where he's played brilliantly and it hasn't got an official average, but it's an indicator that in all those years of recorded averages, this is excellent from the Adonis.
It is indeed. Speaking of averages, Nathan Aspinall averaging over 108 leads Darius Labanauskas 4-1, and Danny Noppert 107 average as he takes on Scott Williams, leads him 3-2. So some big numbers already. Michael Smith 112 in his game. So if the standard of the opening few legs is anything to go by, it could be in for a bumper day here.
Yeah, looks like they've been raring to go. Now, is he going the 14s route? No, he's gambled. Now, if he'd gone 14, he's missed the big number anyway, but he could have gone 14 bull. Steve Beaton might take this. Oh, another one in there would have left double 11. Steve Beaton was looking to punish, to say, Peter Wright, you should not doubt me.
Well, he shouldn't do. Tops he needs, way over the top. Can he get underneath? He does. So back-to-back legs for Wright, but that was a calculated gamble. I wonder what was going through his mind when that first treble went in, because it looked perfect, didn't it, for a bedfellow in there. But Beaton at the moment not quite scoring as well as he was in the opening 4 legs.
No, not quite. The average has dropped by a couple of points. It's still good, but Peter Wright is starting to get a foothold in this game. And what was looking like a potential thrashing of the world number 2, now it's in a little bit of doubt.
It's a good last 2 darts, so just calm him down a little bit, Steve. Although, to be fair to him, he never looks flustered anyway, does he? The coolest man in Barnsley.
58.
Right, again, not really having any joy down the board, is he? Which will be a problem for him. Beaton has taken control of this leg now. Right, we'll need a big visit here to get back into it. The misses have been substantial, haven't they, from Wright?
Well, do you know what? I've really liked the look of Peter Wright at the start of this year, the way that he's playing, the attitude that he's had, and indeed the standard. But while this isn't a poor display, it's just not been good enough against a brilliant Steve Beaton. Not so far, anyway. Thing is, if Peter Wright, you know he has got gears, and that is a 3rd maximum for snakebite. Leaves him a bogey number, maybe irrelevant, is irrelevant. It's a 14 darter from the bronze Adonis. He is 1 leg away from back-to-back wins against Peter Wright.
Right, again, way off on his opening 2, and again, no 46. Cover. I think Peter Wright will be shocked himself at how he's thrown it. It's been wildly erratic early on 99. Here. And Beaton will want to get this wrapped up here. He doesn't want to have to hold in the next leg to win it. He wants to get it done now. And finally, Wright hitting the cover shot.
96.
And only once. It doesn't feel like that's enough.
It may not be, because Steve Beaton has been in and around the trebles all the way through this match. It's another 2 treble visit from the bronze Adonis. And Snakebite said that last year he said he wasn't going to play the Euro Tours while the Premier League was on. He's actually changed his opinion and said that these events are the ones he's going to skip over the next few months. So he's playing this weekend, but he might be skipping a lot of these ones.
92.
He might change his mind if he has a poor weekend, because he'll want to get some money on the board.
He will. He wants to get some points on the board here.
59.
Only 59. So Beaton, what a way to win it this will be. Not going to go this time, but I want to leave this as handy. A treble being valuable, and he gets one. So Wright under big pressure to stay in the match. May need this 160.
Be some skin saver this. Oh, cannot follow it. And Steve Beaton, who's been pretty deadly at the back end of legs, gets a chance to wrap it up.
And he's got 2 clean darts at double 8. Misses with the first one, but gets it. 6-2 win for Steve Beaton. Knocks out the 2-time world champion Peter Wright. And you have to say, Beaton has done that in some style. Raced to a 4-0 lead. Had a little bit of a wobble as Wright threatened to come back, but he wins the last 2 legs to wrap it.